I want to thank everyone for also their patience this morning and also getting here on such short notice. I know we've all been extremely busy this morning. First, we're going to take a few questions after I invite a speaker up here. I just want to remind everyone that we appreciate everyone's understanding that this is a very ongoing investigation, so we'll answer questions as best we can, but there's some things we may just not be able to answer for you. Speaker today is going to be Deputy Chief Ken Bernard. His first name is spelled K-E-N-B-E, or his last name is spelled B-E-R-N-A-R-D. Also want to note that Chief of Police Sam Summers Jr., spelled S-A-M is his first name, last name S-O-M-E-R-S, is on a planned vacation and regretfully is unable to be here today. He has been advised of the incident, and he is monitoring the progress of the investigation. With that, I'd like to invite up to the podium Deputy Chief Ken Bernard. Ken?
Thank you, Doug. Thank you all for coming on such short notice. First off, I need to let you know this is an ongoing and very active investigation, so there's a lot of questions I won't be able to answer for you today. Second, it's critical that you know what this act is and what it's not. This incident is a very unfortunate altercation between two groups of folks who are enjoying the nightlife in Midtown Sacramento. This incident is not related to terrorism in any way, and we do not believe in any way, we know it's not related to what occurred in France months ago. On Thursday, October 8th at 12:46 in the morning, the Sacramento Police Department received a call from a passerby that a subject had been stabbed in the area of 21st and K. The victim, later identified as Spencer Stone, was located on scene and transported to an area hospital by our fire department. He's currently being treated for what appears to be non-life-threatening but very significant injuries. It's believed that Mr. Stone was out in the area with a group of friends last night when a physical altercation led to him being stabbed. Immediately after the assault, the suspects fled the scene. Our felony assaults investigators were called to the scene last night, and they continue the investigation. What we know about the suspects. The suspects in this crime are two male Asian adults. The males are being described as wearing white T-shirts and blue jeans. The suspects, we believe, fled in a 2009 to 2012 dark color or dark gray or black Toyota Camry. Once again, the assault does not appear to be a random act. It's believed to be related to a nightclub incident. Anyone with information is urged to call the Sacramento Police Department at 808-0650, or if they wish to remain anonymous, please call our crime alert at 443-HELP or 443-4357. Again, I want to stress, this is not a terrorism-related incident, nor is it related to what happened in France months ago. We'll answer a few questions, and then we'll be out of here. Our investigators are in the area looking for video as we speak.
Can you tell us about the altercation, what may have led up to it?
No, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the altercation.
Does it appear that Spencer Stone was trying to intervene in a way to protect others, or what was his role?
I'm not going to get into what the beginning of the altercation nor what led up to it at this time. It's an active investigation.
Do we know what location, what club bar they were attending?
No, we don't. Well, we know that they were frequenting bars in the area, but I'm not going to get into which specific ones they were at.
Can you talk about the altercation, the injuries, what took place?
Hold on one second, Ed. Go ahead.
Thank you. Chief, someone in our crew saw the actual surveillance video. It shows that he was outnumbered and basically was defending himself. And also we were told by someone within the police department, a source, that he was actually defending a female friend of his. Can you please comment on that?
Once again, I'm not going to get into the specifics. It's an active investigation.
Go ahead, Ed.
Could you talk a little bit about, in general, about the altercation? You said that it was Spencer involved and two male Asians, and
Like, yeah, I can tell you he was stabbed more than once, and the significant injuries to Mr. Stone.
Did he have surgery? We heard he had surgery.
Any medical-related questions, I'm going to refer you to the UC Davis Medical Center.
Go ahead, Tom.
Any indication that this could be a hate crime that they could be started?
No, there's no indication at all that this was a hate crime. It was a dispute between two groups of people that ended up in a physical altercation. Unfortunately, Mr. Stone was stabbed.
Any other injuries, any other people affected or treated either on the scene or in hospital?
I'm not aware of anyone else being injured.
Sergio?
Have you guys done anything differently because of who he is in terms of your investigation?
No. Anyone who's stabbed we take as a significant event. Investigators were called to the scene like we would for anyone else, and the investigation is being handled the same. Obviously, it's a little different because we're here, and all of you are here, but
How many people were armed during this with any kind of weapon?
I don't know that, and we know at least one was.
Is Mr. Stone in any sort of trouble?
No, at this point, we have no reason to believe Mr. Stone's in any kind of trouble.
Question on the location of the stabbing. I mean, they were at a bar, and then the actual stabbing happened down the street. Can you talk about anything that led, where was Spencer Stone being followed? How did they get from the bar to where the stabbing actually was?
Well, there was a dispute that led to the altercation. So there was conversations, and then it continued down the block to where the stabbing occurred.
So the dispute itself was in the bar, and the stabbing was...
No, I didn't say that, nor am I hinting at that. I'm not going to go in there, but it would be wrong to believe that this had anything to do with the bar.
Any indication that the assailants knew Spencer Stone either beforehand or knew his celebrity status?
No.
Yeah, can you say the size of the parties that were involved here?
We believe Mr. Stone was out with 4 friends, and the other group was 2 male Asians at a minimum, but we don't believe it was more than 3.
You say 4 friends plus Spencer Stone, so 5 people total?
Correct, that's my understanding.
Male, female,
2 male, and including Mr. Stone, and 3 females.
Go ahead, Sergio, and then to Sergio.
Chief, is his friends, are they helping you with information? That's why you know what's going on?
I'm sorry.
Is his friend, are his friends helping with this investigation? Are they answering questions?
I know that we've spoken to at least one of his associates who's out with him last night. I'm not sure about the others. That'll obviously be done as part of the investigation, but no one's not cooperating with the investigation.
Sergio have involved.
Multiple stab wounds, does that mean, or do we know that it's multiple weapons used, or was it just one weapon?
We believe 1 weapon used and 1 suspect
I'll
did
take-
stabbing.
Excuse me, sir. Take 2 more questions, please.
As far as the weapon, can you describe that? I mean, obviously from the wounds, but I mean, as far as a knife, sword, whatever, anything like that?
No, and I wouldn't get specific about that anyway. That's relevant to the investigation.
One last final question here.
How much do you think alcohol was a factor in this?
I won't speculate on that. We haven't had a chance to talk to Mr. Stone. We don't know if he was drinking or not. We do know that folks in his party were drinking that evening. Is that it?
Was he unconscious
All right.
at the time when you arrived?
I want to thank everyone for coming. We're going to have additional details, hopefully shortly. But again, thank you very much for